Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. They juked him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Knock it out, knock it out. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We go. 60 yards. Topper, topper.
Bring it out, bring it out.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning it is Moore. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready to break.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
51 to mine. Pick it up.
Hey, Echo.
51.
He'll drop to throw. to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their...
And he's into the clear. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rabbit. Tight dog.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Lawrence flushed out right. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Come on,
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
57's the mic.
To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
Live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Cook. And it's a -4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike 51. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Ready?
Now back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
Let's go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Mike 57.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to seconds to go in this first half.
18 Gator.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, exit.
You got tight.
Snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Check out.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point.
Maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. so many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now. Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
He's scared.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They run again on first down. Cook. And some space here. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll go with the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He finds an opening past the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, team.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. A little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, 2.
On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 11. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for that. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Now Cook running right. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. You got 3 down, 3 down. Bring it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, box trot. Go.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Champ.
Back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This is McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Panthers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for